Mom, stop it. Your jokes aren't even funny. But I made you. Just made medium rare steamed chicken breast for me and my mans. No gravy because we are on elite. Yum. You look weary, traveler. Come sit and I'll get you a bowl of my finest broth. Growing up and learning, I actually had a chance with like half of the YouTubers I had a crush on at 12. How to negotiate a higher salary. I saw an 8-year-old crying the other day. I asked her, "Are you okay? Do you know where your parents are?" She sobbed, "No. I love working at the orphanage." Hold up. When you already hopped in another car and you get the "Your Uber is here" notification. Girl passed out at a party last night. I found her address in her phone, put her in my car and drove there. Her mom cried and hugged me, and that speaks volumes about what usually happens to girls. It also speaks volumes that nobody tried to stop you from taking her. You could have been anybody. Two perspectives. When magic doesn't pay the bills anymore. Harry Potter 52 of Greenville. Possession. I'm doing a scientific research right now and we need your honest answer. For males only. Which coordinates do you G13. Women are celebrating 100% effective contraceptive pills for men. Only to realize it's them who'll end up taking one. I could really use help raising the money for my job. I'm saving every penny and buying myself nothing until I reach my goal. If every one of my Facebook friends donates just $2, I'll reach my goals. Thanks in advance. Please help. Mom. Get She looks like our dad. My job. $80 raised of $7,000. Brought brownies in for all my co-workers. Wasn't cause I was being nice, but cause I heard they were doing a random test and I didn't want to be the only dirty one, so unless they plan on firing the whole staff force, they better leave me the F alone. Write a joke about a guitarist. Why did the guitarist go to jail? Because he f***ed a minor. You must send feet pics to continue. Only Twitter Blue subscribers can opt out of sending Mr. Musk pics. It'll just take a few minutes to stage some juicy photos of those uncaged dogs. Learn more about snapping pics of your toesies. To avoid losing access to Twitter, just send me your effing feet pics. No, I don't have a problem. Do it now before I get angry. Stop whining. That little boy went in the water and never came back out, lol. Think his mom was looking for him, but it's cool, LMAO. Today 7:05 PM. Front door. US Army plan to pay streamers millions to reach Gen Z through Call of Duty. Elon Musk introduces new Twitter CEO, says he is much better than Parag Agrawal. Whatever you do to my daughter, I'll do to you. Me. D. Her dad. Marcus Houston, 40, with wife 22, celebrate 3 years of marriage, 10 years together. I ain't the best at math, but this math ain't mathing. Me in the bus giving my seat to the elderly man. Him not knowing how to drive a bus. Teens, what do you think Jesus' favorite gun would be? A nail gun. Not funny. Consider yourself blocked. Journalists will face arrest charges if caught reporting while on deconsolidated independent school district property. Just carry an AR-15. The cops will leave you alone for at least an hour. Japan discovers 7,000 new unknown islands after fresh survey. How do you just now find 7,000 new islands, bruh? Because they lied about the earth being round and the map they gave us lied. I can tell you we're in a class that had more teachers than students. Public service announcement for men. Boxers are not shorts, you cannot wear them outside. Don't tell us what to wear. Teach the girls not to stare. PAROSHA Regulations 3529. All over 6 inches in length must be lowered in by hand to avoid splashback. What is the worst question to ask on a first date? Would your mum be down for a f***em? Would our mum be down for a f***em? That turned dark and then even darker. In the late 80s or early 90s, I read an article, likely in Reader's Digest, claiming that the origin of the phrase "can of worms" was an improvised X toy invented by frontline soldiers in World War I. No other source appears to corroborate this. Is it a complete fabrication? Please nobody answer this. You must understand, brother, it's not, it's effing hemorrhoids. When you buy a game off of Steam but it says you have 7 friends that play that game. The worst she can say is no, me reading the restraining order. It's only a 100 yards, just get a decent pair of binoculars and say you're a bird watcher. Man and robbed by Cardi B says it was still better than listening to her music. The final boss finally changes to its second monstrous form, a mix between Cthulhu and a biblical angel. The rest of the workers in the office. Question: I have a lot of X. Is this bed frame going to make noises constantly? Answer: no, not in your case. However, if at any time you decide to include another person besides yourself, you may have to readdress the issue. Want your house to smell great? Put 2 caps of vanilla extract in a cup, place it in the oven at 300 for an hour and your house will smell like heaven. I did this once and I thought it said 2 cups of vanilla extract and my whole house smelled like the Pillsbury Doughboys for a month. Superman is coming in Supergirl. Aren't they cousins? Sure are. Even better. Meeting a young fan backstage. Your music gave me If your landlord raises your rent, it's not a bad thing. He just wants to see you grind harder this year. If your landlord raises your rent, chill him. Women of Reddit, what do you hope for when a man pulls his pants down? That I know him and we are not inside a Walmart. Bare minimum. Hi, welcome to Target. My name is Jeff. Unzips. I'm so sorry, but your brother is giving me Flynn Rider's horse vibes. I have questions. If one chokes, do they both choke? Asking for scientific purposes. Holy she, imagine if one head can stay underwater and use the other as a snorkel. DoorDash driver grabbed my lower belly fat and called me a fat boy. Did you get Yes. Safe. Support our local farmers. I have a 4th grade student named James whose birthday is on Valentine's Day. His buddy laughed and knowingly said, I think we all know why James was born on Valentine's Day. Nathan, that's not how it works. People getting down on Memorial Day celebrate those who passed by replacing them. Sorry for showing you so many irrelevant and annoying ads on Twitter. We are taking the obvious corrective action of tying ads to keywords and topics in tweets. As the former lead for ads at Twitter, I can confidently say this man has no idea what the F he's talking about. My apologies, you must be a genius, which is why Twitter has the worst ad relevance on earth. Almost nobody buys anything on Twitter, but almost everyone on Instagram does. That is being fixed. My girlfriend works in a sushi restaurant. She's pretty. Eat off his plate on the first date to establish dominance. Leave her with the bill to establish consequences. Eat her the first date to establish dominance. She in his mouth to establish consequences. Seeing an artist outside of a website is like seeing your dealer at the grocery store. The problem is we start our day on cell phones, not on our knees. I'm not the first thing in the morning. Same scene shot by a fellow expedition member. When you're trying to warn your fellow SEALs of the dangers of interacting with humans, but you sound like a clogged toilet. I think I just saw a body. You now have 3 choices: confirm, call police, consume. Genghis Khan dated so many women that genetic testing shows 1 in 200 people alive today may be his descendants. What are you doing, step bro? Julius Caesar: I came, I saw, I conquered. Genghis Khan: I conquered, I saw, I came. When you're basically the only person in the store not wearing a mask. Yes, and even though Miss Piggy is merely a puppet made of cloth and wire mostly, she still have more brains. The best snacks always sponsor NASCAR. When enemies caught me during the war, they told me to choose death or they F me in the. And what did you choose? Death, of course.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.